So the first shot is Kaiser Magnus. Now, there are two different ways to score Kaiser Magnus. You can either be in this corner over here, or right in front of the goal. So the first shot is going to be right over here. The best way to save this is with no direct shot. Since Kaiser Impact Magnus will curve a little bit, but not fully, it's better to treat it like a straight shot and stand slightly to the right of him in order to account for the curve and no direct shot it away. You can use Meta Burst Point to stop this shot, but you'll have to use it before he starts shooting, like so. So it's definitely easier to use no direct shot for this variant of Kaiser Impact, and he could also go for normal Kaiser Impact, so you're always going to want to treat it like a straight shot if he's standing there. Onto the second variant of Kaiser Impact. For this variant, you can still save it with no direct shot if they shoot it low enough, but this usually won't happen. Go ahead and shoot. Like so. But it's safer to go for a Meta Burst Point beforehand. If there's a Kaiser standing here, just be ready for a Meta Burst Point. Anywhere in this area, the second you see them stop moving, immediately Meta Burst Point somewhere around here, and you should be able to save this out like so. So if a Kaiser is all the way back to over here, they're going to go for a complete curve shot into the goal, like around like this. So you're going to want to stand in around this area because it will be very close to this corner here. It's going to be very hard to do. You're going to have to kind of delay your Meta Burst Point because this is a slow shot, but it will go in against an AI GK. So go ahead. So as you can see, I waited up against this wall, very up into the invisible barrier with the GKs in, and I was able to save it right at the last second. So for that one, it's very hard to know what to wait for, but as long as you practice it, which you should practice it against real Kaisers in game, you'll get it down eventually. So for Kaiser, you always want to stand to the right of him and sort of around this distance to save any of his Kaiser shots like this. Okay, the next character is Sai. He also has two or three variants where he can shoot from here, here, and in this corner as well. So if he's shooting from here, it's again going to be a pretty straight shot. As long as you stand to the left of him, you should be able to Neo direct shot it, like so. So again, you can do it with Meta Burst Point, but it's going to be a little bit harder, and you're going to have to do it before you start shooting like this. Meta Burst Point is a prediction move, while Neo Direct Shot is more of a reaction to this move. Alright, next, side shot from this corner over here. If a Sai is standing in this corner, which is probably his main spot to shoot from, you can save it with Neo Direct Shot by standing to the left of him and parrying it like so. So you can also save it with Meta Burst Point by activating it before he starts his shoot animation, and then activating trap after you see him start shooting, like this. So if a Sai is in this corner, like Kaiser Impact, it's going to be a little bit of a weak shot, so you have to compensate it. Stand as close as you can to the GK around this area. It's gonna come in from around here, like kind of like this. So with Neo Direct Shot, you can save it like this, like that. You can also save it with Meta Burst Point in case you're not quite at the area yet. You can do like so. Okay, so just as a base for Sai, you're always going to want to stand to the left of him at sort of this distance for Neo Direct Shot, and end up there whenever you're using Meta Burst Point. This will save most of his shots, and yeah. Next character is Rin. He has a lot of different shots because the shot is very strong, and the curve on it is very manipulatable depending on how much you look up or down, and so his shots can be very crazy sometimes. The main 4 that I'll be showing in this video are right here, over here, and all the way in this corner. So this is Rin's default shot. It's very easy to score from here with Rin, and very easy to block, honestly. Just stand to the left of him, as Rin's shot will curve to the right first, and then left. So if you stand to the left of him and time your no direct shot like so, it'll save it. So go ahead. You can also save this with meta burst point if you wait for him to start shooting and then save it like so. Basically, just make sure to stay on the left of Rin, over here in this area. So for this Rin shot, obviously just stand to the left of him, and direct shot it away like this. You can also save it with meta burst point like this. The high angle for this shot makes it difficult for Isagi to save it from anywhere other than right in front of Rin. So this Rin shot is very hard to predict, as you normally wouldn't expect a Rin to shoot from there. But if you're ready for it, you can stand very close to the Rin and save it with a neo direct shot like so. It's pretty much a instant parry, so the second you see the Rin shooting, immediately save the ball. You can also save it with meta burst point by being close to him and using it around right here, like so. So for this Rin curve shot, it's very similar to sides, where you just kind of have to stand as close as possible to the goalkeeper and hit it out like so. You can also save it with meta burst point if you're not quite there, like this. With shots like this, you're gonna have to really delay your meta burst point until it gets here, because it's very slow. So for all of Rin's shots, just as a base, you're going to want to stand to the left of him at a sort of medium range and be ready to neo direct shot it like here from around this point. This will pretty much save any shot that Rin will take, and it's probably the safest, most reliable option. Alright, next is Yukimiya. Honestly, Yukimiya can shoot from wherever he wants almost, so I would just watch out from anywhere nearby the goal. If he's anywhere in this area, immediately prepare for a shot. If he is anywhere out here, prepare for a shot, and anywhere in front of the goal within this range, prepare for a shot. I'm going to be going over his main close shots and also some niche shots from Yukimiya, because he has so many different shots, I can't go into all of them, so I'm going to try to cover as much as possible. Alright, so Yukimiya's shot from right here is very similar to Sai and Kaiser's, as it is a curve shot, but it'll still go straight into the goal. So you're going to want to stand slightly to the right of him, and you have to actually wait a little bit before you start shooting and then jump and use neo direct shot, because your shot will go up high enough. Alright, go. Like so. Obviously, you can save it with meta burst point. You're just gonna have to use it a little bit earlier, before he starts shooting, and then activate trap as he starts shooting, like so. For this move, I would actually recommend saving it with meta burst point over neo direct shot, as the jump and neo direct shot timing for this one is actually very weird, and you have to be more precise with it because the shot is very fast. Alright, on to his next shot. Okay, so this is Yukimiya's time variant for a shot. It'll basically make the ball curve straight left and then right to the straight right. Curve left and then right. So it's kind of hard to block with neo direct shot, but if you have to stand kind of close to Yukimiya, like around this range, and sort of to the right of him, like this. And then right as he shoots, jump and then immediately neo direct shot like this. So in order to save the shot with meta burst point, you're gonna have to use it before he starts shooting and end up somewhere along his curve, which will look something like this, and you're gonna use your trap around here, like so.
やっぱここだよな。
So this is one example of Yukimiya shots from anywhere. Even though the shot is crazy, just treat it as if it were a normal Yukimiya time shot. Kind of close by, and NEL direct shot time, like so. So you can save the shot with meta burst point as well, just use it before you start shooting it, and end up somewhere around here, like so.
やっぱここだよな。
So as you can see, Yukimiya's shots are very insane, and he can shoot from pretty much anywhere he wants. So if you're playing against a Yukimiya, you never know what they could be cooking up. They could have reverse lineups, any lineup from anywhere. Just be ready for any shot from him and react accordingly. So for Yukimiya, you're gonna want to sort of stand to the right of him and at around this distance to save most of his shots, like so. Another thing to note is that when going for NEL direct shots, always wait for his target to be fully on him, instead of immediately using this when you see him do his animation like this.